So how you doing, Julian?
I'm good. And yourself? The weather is coming good here in California, so it's nice.
Ha ha ha. California. We have nice weather too here in Tennessee.
How is it in Tennessee?
So Tennessee, Nashville, yeah.
No, how's the weather there?
Oh, this in Fahrenheit, I have no idea because I'm still a metric guy. So we have today 30 degrees in Celsius. So for all Americans, I have no idea in Fahrenheit.
Probably like 85, 86 ish.
I have no idea. I always have my phone and I converting everything. So,
How long have you been in the States now?
hey, that's my interview, not your interview. Since I moved here permanently 2008.
Oh, okay. Then you should kind of
Yeah.
know the metric system now.
Yeah, I somehow no, I know the metric, but imperial, I have a issue with the imperial system.
Yeah, I know. It's
So
weird.
it's with the inches, it's so complicated for me, and I'm freaking old, so I refuse to. So when and why did you come to the United States?
I came 2020, September 2020.
Oh, 5 years ago.
Yes.
Ah, okay, okay, that is really a success story then. And why?
Um, I mean, I kind of, it's like a weird thing. I had like a company in Germany and made a lot of money. I was engaged, and then my fiance left me 6 weeks before the wedding, even though she asked me to marry her. Then I got depressed, lost my company, all my money, and I had like the same career in like insulation. Like it's a boring topic, like insulation for 12 years, make good money and my own thing. But I was so depressed, like many depressed, that I wasn't even able to pick up the phone. Like so, customers called, I didn't even pick it up.
I'm coming from construction.
Ah, okay.
And and also the other thing with but I was married. I was married and then I fell into that deep hole.
Oh yes.
Like totally the same story.
Yeah, yeah.
Totally.
So yeah, it's kind of like this. So it was like 28-ish, and then I didn't know what I want to do after I got out. So I was like literally working at a theater with 28 minimum wage in Stuttgart. Then I was doing some caterings here and there. Then I tried something else, and I was like, but people asked me like I had offers as being a CEO in like the insulation construction industry. It's like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. I was like, I'm good. But I went like for like 2 years, like doing here and there, and don't know really what to do. I mean, my unemployment money was awesome at the beginning because you know that I got the highest rate, which was like 3,800 euros. So I made more money than some of my friends who worked every day, you know. And when you have a good position, they don't bother you in Germany to hey, they just say, yeah, oh, you're gonna find a job, you know. So for 6, 7 months, I had like almost 4K, and you know how much is in Germany doing nothing, you know, and like just going my way through everything. It's like I don't know what to do, like. And I walked into a coffee store, and I lived for like when I was a teenager, my parents were separated, and he lived in Italy. My grandmother was in fashion, so every vacation I was there, like every 6 weeks, every time when you school off. And so I love Italy. And when I walked in this cafe in Germany, I ate in cornetto, Italian croissant, if people don't know that. And it's like, you know, when if like this childhood memories popping up in your mind of the taste and the flavor, it's like, oh my god, it's the first time I have this Germany. And in this moment, I was like, who's the boss here? And he pointed to someone. It was a really new thing. And I said, I want to work here. And I said, oh, like, yeah, I want to work here. And then he saw my resume too. And he was like, you know, it's minimum wage. I was like, it's fine. Like, I want to do something else. So I did it for a few months, but then I just got bored. I mean, I lived in Stuttgart 12 years in the city. That was always my dream when I was young. And I told my friends, you know, everything, like, I drink for free, I eat for free. I'm an outgoing person. I know everyone. I don't even have to pay any cent if I go out at night, you know? I know every building. I've been into every building. Like, I'm just bored. I don't know what to do. And lucky enough, I'm American citizen because my mom is from Chicago. I
Oh,
never.
you too? My dad is American.
Oh,
So
yes. Yeah, my mom is
you
American.
too have two
Yes.
passports.
Yes. No, I just have one passport. For me, it's really confusing people, I always have like the most ridiculous thing. I never met anyone like me. So I'm born in Stuttgart. My parents were not married, so I became American citizen. I never had a German citizenship. It was maybe my year, or in those years there was something weird going on, and I still have a visa. I officially live in Germany with my sister. I still have a German visa. I go there every 10 years to extend my German visa, and I mean I could probably apply for it because my dad's
Yeah, but
German.
wait a minute. You are born in Germany.
Yes, yeah,
Okay, that makes you a citizen then.
I know.
But you have to apply for that passport.
They had with 18, when I was 18, I got a call, and they asked me if I want to become German, and I asked them like, can I keep the American citizenship? And 2005 or whenever it was, or seven, they said no, no, you just have a German one. Then it's like no, then I'm good. Then I just keep my visa and take American.
What do you mean? They didn't give me the option to have both
All the
citizenship.
moments are possible. It's either or.
No, that was a straight out lie.
Yeah, I mean, I really
That
didn't care. Yeah, the American was always more important for me because I know I can live in
yeah,
Germany. I'm born there, you
that's
know.
I
So
mean
I really
I
don't
yeah,
care.
I
Yeah,
totally agree.
yeah.
It's
I was like,
that's almost that's almost my story
yeah,
what you're telling. So but so you were out of money and then you decided I moved to Los Angeles.
yes,
Straight to Los Angeles or
no. I had like maybe 7K left, and then I was. I mean, I quit my job at this coffee too because it was right when COVID started, so when no one really knew. And my boss was like, "Can you stay 2 more weeks?" So I was like, "I can, but I mean, it's not. As soon as I have my social security number in my mailbox, I'm leaving. Like, I book a flight." Which turned out to be more than 6 months then because the embassy was closed down because of COVID. So I was just hanging out 6 other months doing nothing in Germany. I was like,
oh,
fuck
shit.
it. Yeah. But I got
During
it.
the and that was during exactly at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yes, yeah, yeah, right. Yeah. So then I was waiting for the social security number, got it, booked the flight, and I flew out to Ventura. Have you heard of that?
To
Ventura?
Ventura.
Yeah.
Ven- Ventura, California.
Yes, yeah. It's like an hour from LA. Yeah. Because I had friends, I say buddies, I knew them. We're not close friends. I partied with them 10 years ago in Germany. And they, you know how Americans are really cautious when people say, "Can I live with you?" Because if you ever lived in America, you know what crazy people are around here. You know?
It's the same when Americans say, "Hey, friend," to a
Yes.
German.
Yeah.
So a
So they
friend
say
takes a very long, long, long time to become a friend
yes,
with a German. It's
100%.
the same.
So they said you
Can
can
I live with you? And an American, it's the same.
stay. Totally. So they said I can stay there 2 weeks, but they saw. I mean, I made my driver license after a week without learning anything. For people who are smart enough, as a German, you don't have to learn anything. You're gonna pass. It's a joke in the states.
I didn't. I even haven't. I mean, I didn't. They never required for me to do a driver's license test or something. I took my
Oh,
German driver's license and could converted it.
yeah, Tennessee is
I just
different.
I
Yeah,
could convert it into American, so I
yeah.
never took a test.
But I passed it. So then, after 10 days, I drove Uber Eats and made money. And they were like, "Oh, he's actually not like a lazy piece of shit. He's like he's doing something, like he said, you know." So then we became like really close friends. I mean, now I'm the godfather of their child, and we've been friends for like 5 years. I visit them every 2 weeks. They live now in San Juan Capistrano, which is closer to San Diego. But yeah, like I love them. Like they help me out. Like it's especially it's funny. Maybe you have the same thing. I'm American, and I already had problems to achieve things without friends here. It's kind of impossible because you get hooked up in a loop. Like for the driver license, you need a phone number. For a phone number, you need a driver license.
Even if you are new here and you are applying for an apartment, you need recommendations.
Recommendations. You need a lot of money if you don't have any recommendations to show off, like, here's 20K or whatever. Like, okay, then you're fine, you know. Also with the phone number and driver license, like, I had to use his phone number. He drove me everywhere. I mean, and I'm complaining on a high level because we have American citizenship. So when I had this coming to, it's like, oh my god, if you're German and you're on visa, I can imagine how fucked up that is. You know, like in a lot of things in the beginning.
Even if you talk to someone who is born here and raised here and has
Yeah,
an American, and you're telling, no, I'm American, I'm born American, and they always think you're naturalized.
yeah, yeah,
So what do you mean you are born? You are born, but you have a terrible accent. So it's weird, but it
yes,
is so.
yeah, yeah. Also, that you, I mean, you know, when you knew, you feel like a child. I mean, I made a bunch of money, I had my own company, a good career. Like I did something in my life, you know. Then you come to a new country, and I didn't even know how to fill up my air on my tire in California because Germany is so modern with the button. It's like 2.5. It's like, what is
Yeah,
it? Like I
yeah.
don't know what
You
to do.
have you
Like
only have that stick.
yes. I was like,
What?
I feel
How,
like
what do I do with this?
I'm having a car. I'm 13 years old, and this is my first time in my life. I had to ask people like, how does that work, bro? You
Yeah.
know?
It's even getting gas filled up in the car. I mean,
Yes,
for a long time there was the old pumps where you had to flip up
yes,
that.
yeah.
So I was saying, "Hey, there's no gas coming out,"
And there's a
and
lot
then
of things.
someone came and flipped it up.
I don't know how it was for you, but my English was. I mean, I was in school just for the fun and being making jokes, having fun with my friends. You know, like I didn't do really anything in school. So my English was, hey, Julian, you party tonight. You know, it's like really I had to think and like the sentences were wrong. And when I came here from my friends, the wife, she had like a really she has a slang. So literally, when she talked, I was like, I have no idea what you said. Like literally, and not one word I understood. Like I have no idea. And it was COVID, and I was doing Uber, so everyone was wearing a mask. There was no context. You
Uh,
cannot see the lips
uh,
moving.
It was like
Oh,
mom.
oh yes. So I died at the beginning of anxiety sometimes. I walked into stores making my sentence ready. What do I have to say? How is the sentence? So I don't sound dumb. Don't sound dumb. You know. But because I didn't hang out with Germans at all. That was also a big thing for me. I was like, I don't want to have German. When people said he's German, like, I don't care. I'm not here for Germans. I'm here in America. I have a new life. And in 3 weeks, because I live with Americans, and I don't watch German TV. I stopped it from the beginning. I don't listen to German stuff, no German podcast. I write in English. Like it's everything is in English. It changed insane in 3 weeks. It was just a big jump. I never thought that this can happen when you're in a country.
Yeah, it's your brain. I think somehow your brain switches. Right now, I don't know if it's with you, but with me is my brain can switch immediately between English and German
Yeah,
language.
yeah.
Everything, reading, listening, and speaking. But before that, it was, I mean, that switch was very, very slow.
Oh
If I had
yes.
to switch to English, wait,
Yeah,
but right now it's like it's
yeah,
milliseconds.
yeah. Probably also. I mean, when I talk to Nando, my business partner, who is here now for a year, it's funny to see him how having the same problems or the same new experience that I had when it comes to a language. And now when we talk, because we talk German when we talk, it's just you're used to it, you know, when you talk business and you see your friends. But there's so many things we say now wrong because we translate it from English or we throw in an English word. Or when I go to Germany, we go to restaurants, my friends always laugh at me when the waiter's coming said, you need anything? And I say, ich bin gut, I'm good in German, which don't
I'm
make
good.
sense at all. Yeah, like not at all. Yeah. It's like, sorry, like, know, small things like this. Yeah, okay, I don't care that you're good, you know? Yeah, but that's like also when I'm on the phone, I always made fun too about people. Like, oh, he was 1 year there, now he cannot speak. I'm the same person though. I need to think so like but I really don't know the word. I have to ask my friends on the phone sometimes. What's the word again in German? Like, you know, and I describe it, you know, like
I have three sisters in Germany, and I do the same. When
Yeah,
I every Sunday we talk through the phone to a signal, and I do the same. Some words I only can remember them in English.
and
Some
there's
words
also
I
some words I just know because I learned them and I don't even know what they mean in German, but I know what they
yeah.
mean in English.
What
Yeah,
is English? And
yeah,
when I talk to my sisters, and then I say words in English,
yeah.
and they look at me and say in German, say, "What did I say?" And they, you said a word that we don't know. Oh, and
Yes,
then actually I have to put my translator on
and
on
translated.
screen and translate it what it means in
So
German.
funny. Yeah,
It's. I thought it was just me.
yeah. No, no, 100%. I mean, it's funny now. I'm the best English speaking person around my friends, and they all studied and were they were always better than me. You know, it's so funny how it switches. Always better. Yeah, but it's just a difference. You go to a country. I mean, I could just suggest wherever you want to go. If you want to learn a language, go there for a month. Go through the hard time and cut every other language out. Like, yeah, I'm just with this family, and you can speak it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it also helped that we had some kind of English.
Oh
I mean,
yes.
it was Oxford English in school, even if we didn't pay attention. But it also, I think, it also helped. It somehow some words brained into our
Yes.
in our brains.
100%. I mean, I tell everyone if you're for Germany, they always say they don't speak English, but believe me, they all will understand you.
Yes,
Yeah, 100%.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Our
yeah,
system is made like this. We will understand when you speak English, you know?
yeah.
If you're like from Ireland or like the
It
South,
maybe
or,
it takes a while to kick back in, but we will understand you. If not, we still have hands and feet in
yeah.
addition to to the language we speak.
It's also I mean, that's the LA thing. When I had my first, like one of my first official hire jobs was with Gelato and Angels. They are also there on Goodbye Deutschland on the show in Germany, Stefanie Alessandro. And I knew them from there. So I drove there. I was like, let's try to make connection, make money. And they gave me a job. And Steffi was like, how is your English? And as a German, I was like, I'm not really good, you know? So we had our first shift together, and she's like, Your English is awesome. Like, what did she say? Like, yeah, I don't feel confident. It's like, never, you're in LA. Everything is awesome. You also, if you want a jobs, you have to over exaggerate. They never say your English is bad. And I said, oh, okay. So she teach me a lesson right away. It's like, if someone asks, can you make coffee? Yes. Also, if you can't, you want this job, you know, like,
Our accent is well established right now through Arnold Schwarzenegger.
oh, yes, 100%. I mean, I really want to get rid of the accent in my first months before I moved to LA. But then I realized how my opportunities are way better with it if it comes to jobs, girls, friends. It doesn't matter. Your accent is a gold here. Like I would never get rid of it. Yeah,
Yes, and I think it's because of Arnold.
it
He
probably yes.
he
Yeah,
made it fashioned, the
yes.
German accent.
I mean, I talk to Arnold a lot. I mean, I don't know if you know, I worked at Goldschirm as a manager before my coffee store in Venice.
I I think I remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
so
I think.
I'm I'm I talk to Arnold almost every day when I see him at the gym.
And Ralf Möller too, I think,
Ralph
right?
too, yeah, I love Ralph, yeah. I mean, those are like the German or Austrian people I know. There's the most are American celebrities in there, but it's fine to see Arnold every day and Ralph, yeah.
I would like to have them on my podcast, but it's impossible to reach them. It's very impossible.
I don't think they would do it, to be honest. I know them now a little bit for quite a while, and I don't know Arnold would ever do something like that.
Oh, he did it. He did it in the past.
Probably
He
he
did. He
knows
did.
the person is a friend of him.
Yeah, yeah, probably. I mean,
Very
he did a quite a few remote video interviews,
yeah.
but I don't know if someone he would do it with someone who is not really famous or.
Yeah, I don't really see it like this. Like he's really like I was in charge when he filmed at a gym too, and big filming stuff also for the Super Bowl commercial we filmed there, and it was always the same. Arnold comes at 8 and works out if there's a shoot or not, all of the crews came at like 7. Like, hey, where's Arn? Like, chill. Like, you can wait. He's gonna work out, and then he's gonna film with you. No, no, he knows how important it's like. Okay, there's someone who wants to know better again. I'm just here for 3 years, you know. And then every time Arnold walked in, they come to him like, yeah, I'm working out right now. I come to you when I'm done. I'm like, I told you guys, but you didn't want to listen to me. Like, and I mean, he's so famous. He is at a point he doesn't have to wait for someone, you know. Like, I saw him when people shoot like 3 times the same scene in the gym for like a commercial. He's like, yeah, I'm done. He just walks out. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, if the cameraman cannot film, it's not my problem. We said 1 hour, I'm done. Like, literally, like, there's no discussion. He walks away. Sometimes he just walks away. Like, yeah, it's 11. I'm gonna go have breakfast. You know? Yeah, it's like no discussion about it. I always have to laugh on the sideline because I know it already. It's like, oh man, there we go again. You know?
So why did you stop? You were a trainer at Gold's Gym, you said, or
No, it
manager? Or
was my first, like, after Giant Angels. It was boring, so I was in Los Angeles, and it was still COVID, so the gym opened. I signed up. It's like, you know what? Why not applying here? And I didn't think I'd get this job because, like, it's Gold's Gym, Venice, the most famous gym in the world. Like, there's no way, but why not? You know? And funny enough, I was like, maybe I should go by just to say hi. You know, like a German way, probably. You know. And that actually got me the job because my ex-boss, told me I was the only one who stopped by in person and just said hi. So it's like, oh, nice. But the job, also people think always, oh, I have people coming in there when they saw me in TV shows, oh, you have the best life. At this time, I was like, if he would know that I have 2 shifts here for $50 an hour, which is minimum wage, 7 hours a day, that was my beginning there. And I had to wake up at 3 in the morning to open the gym at 4. That was my hours. And then I had Uber Eats on the side, and every other job I could get a handle on, you know. But people always just see this. Oh, he sees Arnold. It's like, he doesn't care about me. I'm here to,
and for I mean, how many minutes did you see Arnold a
yeah,
day?
exactly, like 10 when he walks in and out, you know. But then pretty soon, also a good tip for German listeners when they want to move here: if you do your job here, you're the best. You're gonna get a raise when you start small jobs. Like, you don't have to, you know, Germans where you have to do more to show your boss, hey, I'm the best one. I have put more hours in here. I do more money for you, you know. Here I had, so my position was front desk associate, the smallest of the smallest jobs you could have. Easy job. You just sit there, say hi, check in people out, take cancellations. That's all your job. Smile, you know, like, hi, cool. And after 4 months, my boss came because the front desk manager quit and said, hey, you want to be front desk manager? And everyone else there was there way longer than me. So I was like, sure.
What what is- what what manager?
Front desk manager. So the
A
manager of the team who I
front
was
desk.
in position.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
So
were from the greeter to the front desk manager.
you're still at the front desk, but you have to make the schedule. It's like the smaller front manager position, you know? And he said it's $16 an hour. It's like, yeah, no, then I'm not gonna do it. And it's like, what? I have to make the schedule when somebody is sick. I have to come and jump in, so I have no life anymore. And it's like, I do it for 20. And then he was like, ah, and he went back, and the next day he came and said, yes, 20. I was actually the first one who got $20 an hour. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. It's $5 more. And you know, the gym got taken over from a German guy, and they walked in one day. So I was straight up walking to them while I had shift and introduced myself, like, guys, I want to have a better job. I want to do more. I want a better job. I can do more. And they created a position they never had there called hospitality manager for me. There was Pierre Geisses, that was the CEO. He was the guy on TV, you know, back in the days, Herzblatt, the black guy.
Oh, in the 90s?
Yes, yes, that was my boss then. My in Germany, the boss.
No.
Yes. And I walked up to him and I was like, okay, we created a position for you. You get $25 an hour and you're in charge of the celebrities and content creators. When you see good looking people, tell them, hey, you can create content here. And then I had like a full time position. And then I got promoted twice again from my boss in this year. And I had 3 positions. And my first salary in the US. Then I got salary, health insurance, and all of that. I was like, okay, now nice. Now it seems like a better living. I could stop doing Uber Eats. I did it for 2 years every time when I had time to make some money.
But in addition to the gym job
Oh yes, I mean it doesn't. I made I made like 3,500 a month, which is nothing. I live in Venice Beach, Los
in
Angeles.
Los Angeles, yeah.
Yeah, like people always think that, but I always worked here more in my life when I came than ever and had less money than ever when I came here. Like, so it was both ways shitty, but I still loved it. That's the difference. I was still happy. I went to the beach when I had free time. It's sunny outside. People are nice, even though we Germans like say, yeah, but it's fake nice. Like, I'd rather have a fake nice person laughing in my face than a
Yeah.
person from Stuttgart not laughing at all
Then
when I walk in a
what we
bakery.
what we say it when I still lived in Germany, we said Angela Merkel face.
Yes, yeah, the anti-American. It's also funny, right? When you go back, was always like this. So I that's why I've probably fit here and always felt like I don't really fit in Germany. People also never thought I'm from Stuttgart. Mostly they said you're from North Rhine-Westphalia or something like this because I'm too nice and too open, and I don't really follow rules, So it's like, yes, and now I know why I feel so comfortable here because people are like this. When I went to Germany last year again, I get depressed. Like, I just go there if I have to. I don't ever visit just for fun. There must be something big like a wedding because it takes me 5 days and I'm literally with my friends. I really like, I'm thinking about getting a flight back home earlier because it's also Stuttgart on top of that. Okay. It's like everybody has a face, like everything is gray. Everyone hates their life. Like, I just don't want to be around here anymore.
And that reflects on you. I mean, it projects over
Yes.
to you if that, yeah. That's why I haven't been in Germany since 2009.
What?
Yes.
2009. That's
Yes.
crazy.
I, everything we have to say, we can say every Sunday. And what if I would go to Germany? We wouldn't have to say anything anymore
Yeah.
because we already said it last Sunday. And I
But
like it here much, much better. All my life, I wanted to live here. And my sisters, they knew that. That's
with what age did you move to the States?
what age? What was I think 40, 40 something. I'm 60 now, so 2008, 42.
Wow.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was a little scared because I moved with 30. It's
Uh,
like, oh, I'm
I
old.
was. Don't get me wrong. I think scareness is has no age limit.
Yes,
So
yeah, yeah.
you can be scared with 40, with 60. It's no
Yeah, it
age
just
limit.
feels different when you're 20. It's like, yeah, whatever. I just moved there and go back. Yeah.
No, no, I couldn't imagine to live in Germany again. I can't imagine that.
I think that's for the most people who really enjoy the States or the people I met here. I now have German friends here, know German people. It's like a knit community here with German people. And they always say, I don't know anyone who says, yeah, I'm gonna go back when I'm old. They just say they stay here or go in another country when they retire, but not Germany. It's never Germany. It's like maybe Italy or maybe Spain or maybe Mexico. But I'm not gonna go to Germany. And for me right now, you never know how it changes, but it's the same. Like you say, like just talking about thinking that I would have to, I want to kill myself. Like, there's no way I can live there. Like, no way. My friends asked me last year, please come back too, because I was not really happy. And I was like, I can't. Like, what do I do here, bro? Like, I know I get a job, but I can't.
What I think I imagine, if because when I imagine going to Germany, back to Germany, there's a big gray cloud coming over me, and then it stays the gray cloud, and I'm getting that Angela Merkel face, and
Yeah,
oh, it's so shitty here. Oh, shit. Oh, no,
yeah,
hell no. I rather have what you say, that fake friendliness, but
yeah, yes,
everyone is smiling, and even how are you doing today? I mean, I don't know you, but I'm asking, how are you doing
yeah,
today?
yeah,
Yeah, I rather have that than what do you want?
yes, yeah. Yeah, it's like always the negative talk in Germany. There's always a negative voice coming out, not a positive, first of all. The thinking is really negative. I mean, I don't want to like shit on all Germans. I mean, there's Germans I love and they're cool and it's fun, but the general feeling when you're in the city, and I lived there for 30 years almost, is just different. There's not a lot of joy when you're out on the streets. It's always
It's
like down.
it's always it feels always somehow it feels like they're all depressed from
That's what I mean
something.
too. Yeah. And I got depressed there too. Like literally, like I just said earlier, I did sometimes I had shifts where I worked 8 hours until like 10 p.m. and I had a nap for 20 minutes and went to my next shift over catering overnight until 5 in the morning. That's how my life was. There was no sleep sometimes, some nights. It's like, okay, fuck, I have to do those 2 shifts. But I was still happy.
Here in the state.
Yes, here in the States,
Yes.
I was still
Yeah.
happy. Yeah, I was like, whatever, it's fine, I'm gonna get through it. And then maybe after my second shift, I just go straight to the beach and jump in the ocean.
When I moved here 2008, I had the same for years. I think it was 4 or 5 years. I worked 7 days a week,
Yeah,
sometimes 10, 11 hours, but I loved it.
yes, yeah,
Yes, it's because it's you don't die from working your butt off here.
yeah,
It's
no.
another thing. I loved it, and then pandemic hit, and I got laid off. So, and that
Yeah,
was also a good. That was also a good thing.
that was for me the crazy part with the pandemic because that's the first time I realized in my life with 30 I was not really a big news watcher ever. The news are kind of lying and putting stuff how they want to put stuff out there because in Germany they said, oh, the states give a fuck about COVID, everything is more chill. So I was like, hell yeah, let's go. I arrived here, it was worse. In Stuttgart, I was already sitting outside having beers with friends. In LA, I don't know if people understand, there was no one on the streets, there was nothing open.
Ghost town.
Ghost, nothing. There was not
I
meeting friends outside.
I have a dog. I mean, the upside was I have a dog, and I was allowed to walk my dog, of
Yeah,
course, and there was no one on the street.
yeah,
There was just my dog and me. That was
yeah, I
awesome.
get it. I never had it. Like when I moved after 2 months from Ventura to LA, then did Uber, was hoping for friends, everything. It was still COVID. And I think I will never forget this day. It was maybe 2 months in here in LA. I drove into the garage and I started crying because I was so lonely. I never had this feeling in my life. And I'm not the person who doesn't want to meet people. I had no opportunity. There was no bar open. There was no meetings. There was no community meetings. There was no apps to meet people. It was not allowed. So I was like, I don't fucking know how to, and I didn't have a job where I have coworkers. So I was like, damn it. And then luckily, I think 3, 4 weeks later, the first two bars opened here in LA illegally ish. And it was like nice. And I met a friend. Do you know the app Bumble? It's like a dating app. So it's a dating app, and they have a sector which says BFF, best friends. I thought in my like dumb mind, oh, you can meet friends here. So the first match I had, the guy was, "Hey, you want to meet?" And when we text, like, "Are you gay?" I'm like, "No, I'm not gay." And he's like, "That's for gay people." I'm like, "No, I thought it's for friends." And we actually were friends. Was my first friend. We became friends, partied all the time. I was like, lucky enough, God helped me out and brought me this one friend there on the app, and that was it. And we had the best times then. And then we started becoming friends, meeting people, and then I kind of grew into LA and made my own community here. But it took like after leaving my friends in Ventura, for sure 3 months, I was waking up, doing Uber, go on a hike, explored somehow LA by myself. That was the only good thing. I saw all of LA, and I love to show people because I drove just my car wherever I could. I didn't really have a plan like let's go this neighborhood, let's sneak at this.
LA is still fantastic to live if you can afford it. If you
Yes, yes.
have that much money, yeah, LL is a great place to live.
I mean, I don't have that much money, but you have to look at your costs. I mean, it took me 5 years to get to a point where I now was able to have a partner make cafe, but that means I still probably have less money than before because now I put everything in there and all I do is take focus on that. But that was my goal. I wanted to create a career again in the States, what I had in Germany. And it took me in Germany 12 years.
Let's talk about your career here.
Yeah, my career here.
You opened with Nando. You opened a cafe.
Yes, we opened a cafe like right on the boardwalk in Venice. Boardwalk means like at the beach. You look at the beach when you're in the store, and we have Italian pastries, Italian coffee, Italian sodas, Italian gelato, Italian savory food like focaccia sandwiches, pizza, arancini, all that stuff. So there's a lot going on. We open almost now for a year in July, and we open the second store probably next week in Beverly Hills.
What?
Yes, so it's going fast. And
In
the
in
next
Beverly in Beverly Hills.
in Beverly Hills, 252 South Beverly Drive, right there.
Holy crap.
Yes.
After a year. So okay, let's go back a year. Let's go back 1 year. You opened the first cafe at Venice Beach. What did you expect, Nando and you? What did you expect happening? You opened and then
Oh
you were
man,
standing there. Hopefully, we have a guest today,
to
customer.
be honest, it is more disappointing than what we expected because our expectations were really high coming from we had kind of the same thing in Germany. I didn't have he had it. I was just employed there and I knew how busy it was in Germany. So I thought I'm gonna be rich in a month. That was my expectations. Okay. Nando the same because we knew when we opened there how it worked. Nothing. Nothing happens. And we're like, fuck.
So the
And
first day, the first day, nothing
I
happened.
mean, the people were there, but not like what you expected. It's just people, and it's a boardwalk. Of course, you will have some tourists walking in. It's not like no one walks in there. But still, to this day, it's just a different business. You learn a lot. We know now you cannot copy a business from Germany and bring it to the States and expect it's the same thing because the culture is different, the taste buds are different. Americans, sorry to say that, have no idea about food culture. Like they eat different. It is like that. So I always say when people say how you like the food, it's like I mean it's not. I don't really like American food. It's not I like Mexican food. That's a culture for me. It's like a taste in there. That's what I like the most here. But Americans don't really have something for me where it's like, oh, that's really good. Like it's I like this. And then also they don't know European coffee. They don't know how specialist European food is. When we have Italians, Germans, Austrians, and we have this almost every day working in there was not one person who said, "Oh my God, this is bad." It was always, "Oh, it tastes like in Italy." Even Italians, it's from Italy. Like it tastes like in Europe, and they're all amazed. Tourists come to us when they hit 2 weeks every day to get their coffee. Then, so we know we hit the European taste, But to bring it to locals, you have to change. You have to figure out how do we make it kind of American for the Americans, but stay true to ourselves, so it's still Italian place. And
It's
that's a
like
tough.
it's like Tex-Mex.
Oh yes, Tex-Mex,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like
Yes.
so. When did it pick up? So it was on the first day.
No, we picked it up the first 2 3 months right away because it was summer, but then it slowed down. So because that's also tough to explain. So when you're in LA, I mean, here's the boardwalk, here's Beverly Hills, and just like from the boardwalk to here, 2 streets away, there is sun, and here's no sun. When there here's sun, like 2 streets away from the beach, because it's a beach. So we really have to figure out like when the weather's bad, we have less people. When the weather's good, we have more people. It just literally works like that. So there's something not in our hands. Like we do a lot of events now in our location too, like coffee raves, speed dating, comedy shows to use this place well to make more money there too. Because it's tough. It takes a while until you have the locals coming into your store because locals don't want to go to the boardwalk. First of all, I should have known that because I'm the same. I don't go to the boardwalk in my free time. It's like a tourist place. Like you don't want to be there. You get scammed. When we have people coming into our store, they're like, "What? Why does it look so beautiful?" That's also we didn't consider that we don't fit on the boardwalk really. We will fit way better in Beverly Hills because all those head shops, clothing shops, cigarette shops, all those small shitty shops, and then you have like an actual real Italian place who's really nice and built out. So people sometimes don't believe it. It happens every day. They walk in like, oh, that's beautiful in here. Like I didn't expect that. So it's
So
just it's
What is the
handmade.
name? What is the name of the cafe at Venice?
Castanea Sicilian Cafe.
Say it again.
Castanea Sicilian Cafe.
Castanea Sicilian Cafe.
Yes, yeah.
And you did you Nando and you did the remodeling all by yourself, right?
No, Nando had an architect who did a remodeling. He had brought in his ideas. Nando has a Beverly Brands. He also has like a marketing agency where he does websites and helps content creators in Germany already, and he brought it to the States now. So he can design everything by himself. So we didn't need anyone for that. Like we have a team that designed it, in-house team, and then we said we wanted to look like that. And then it built out for like 6 months almost. It took a long time. It was an old Ben and Jerry store before, so it took a really long time. And that also took us our money, because we thought 6 months earlier we opened. But that's also a thing when you come to the States. One thing I miss about Germans, when we always shit on Germans, Germans are on time. Germans say what they say and mean it when it comes to business. Germans are better in whatever. Maybe I get shit on construction, engineering, like everything. Like, and I see this now for years here. Like, if you are like in construction Germany, come to the States. You're gonna be rich. 100% you make money. A mil. If you hesitate, don't just come and you will make money. It takes probably a year to make your connections, but then you're gonna run money. 100%. Yeah. I told my stepdad too. He was construction. He always thought like you should have come. Like you would have made so
Yeah,
much bank.
and I probably I think you would become a foreman very fast in
Yeah,
construction
100%.
if you have the knowledge as a German construction
Yeah.
worker because a German construction worker has to do almost everything and has the knowledge about almost everything.
Oh yes, yeah. It's also how the people work. How I got my races in the gym, or I see it now at the store. So with employees in LA especially, you really have to be careful how you talk with them. And I'm not used to this. I was always a boss in Germany. I'm like, if you do shit, I'm like, you did shit, you piss me off, get the
Yes,
fuck out of my
no,
face,
no,
and then we have fun
it's
later again.
it's the German way.
Yes,
It's the Germans don't talk around the bushes. They
exactly.
go
Yes, that's
right through the
how
bushes.
yes, it's really, and I also didn't accept really adjusting. It's our store. As I tell people now, hey, just keep in mind this business. I'm not patting you back for like because you feel like it today. I really don't care. I actually care about you as a person at the end of the day. But when it comes to work and you piss me off, you will know. Like I'm not gonna make, hey, we should have a talk. No, you will know straight away. So be prepared for that. Like, and it kind of works now. We found our team, but there's a lot of learning. Like, it's still Nando and me got in our heads at the beginning, and we hated each other. We never worked together. We met kind of, and I saw him. But you have now two people with big personalities and having their ideas coming together. The shop doesn't really work at the beginning, so there was days where it's like fuck everything, fuck you, fuck everything, I'm out,
Yeah, I mean, something like that. It puts a lot of stress on everyone.
Oh yes.
A lot of money. Then it you can't open on time. Then you don't know is anyone coming? Someone
Yeah,
coming? When
yeah,
do they come? Will we lose that money? That's a lot of stress. Eh?
yeah. But now, I mean, 4 months in, 5 months in, I have to say I'm amazed how we found our balance. Like it's crazy how you grow. I never saw a growth like this with a business partner. Like how we know now how to talk to each other, what our weaknesses, strengths, and how to put this together, make something good out of it together.
Do you know? Do you know that point when it changed to become successful, that cafe, when people were drawn in? Do you know? Do you remember the day or time
I
when it
mean,
changed? When you saw, oh, what's going on? Hey Nando, what's going on? Where do the people come from? I mean, all of a sudden,
you just see it. I think it's a time game because you build people who come every day, regulars. That's like a big part of it, and it's just a time game. I think it was like after 4 or 5 months that okay, now we kind of have some loop in the community. We still grow this. Like we're in the Venice Chamber. We make events outside. We figure out that's the biggest part. You have to become like a piece of the community in Venice, and especially Venice. Some people never believe me that, but I live in Venice because I lived in other locations here too, Santa Monica, Carver City. Venice is actually like a small village in Germany. So it sounds weird to some people, but I can go to my neighbor and ask for X here. And you know who has business here in Venice. You know who is having a coffee. You know the guy from the Pilates store around the corner. You know Ralph Böller and Arnold, and you talk to them because everyone knows everyone is like, we talk about hundreds of thousands of people living here, but in your part, it's like a neighborhood. People take care outside, you help cleaning together, whatever happens. Like, it's a really close community in Venice. And it's not like Beverly Hills or Beverly or like Santa Monica, there's more quiet. So that's why I love Venice. And the freakiness. You have Arnold, and then you have a homeless person take drugs right in front of you, and they talk to each other. You know what I mean? So it's a huge
But that living in Venice comes to a price, right?
to a pride.
Yeah, I mean, it's very quite expensive. It
I
comes
mean,
down to a price living in
it's
Venice.
same, to be honest. When people always say it's cheaper, but if you go inland, you maybe save 300 bucks on your rent. But I wouldn't say it's cheaper. It's still the same shitty high price. Like, it doesn't matter where you're like, you know. Like, I mean, I had an apartment before that. I live now with my roommate again. I kept this room because I just paid 950 bucks. I found this a few years ago, and that's why I kept this. Like, you never know, and it's a friend of mine. Why not living with him again? It's way cheaper because I had my apartment for a year and it was 2.5K a month, a studio apartment. So it's nothing. It's like it was literally like my room here. That was the whole size of my apartment. And I was like, that's not worth it. I have to make the business and have at least so much money that I can have a one bedroom, and one bedroom we talk like between 3 and 4K, which is like still 60, 70 square meter apartment to make it more, like nothing big, you know? And but it comes with living in Venice. Yeah. I mean, some people just work for their rent, to be honest. And I don't want that. I mean, what do I do? I sleep at home. I do a podcast with you at home. I work some on the computer, but the rest, I'm in the store or go outside surfing, go to the gym, meet people. I do something outside. So it changed a lot too because it didn't really matter to me anymore. And it's coming from someone who moved out with 16, had his own apartment. My whole life, I just know getting bigger apartments. Like I had in Stuttgart at one point a penthouse with 180 square meters just by myself, which I paid for 2,500 euro. And now compare this what I pay here, like the size I have the same money here.
30 square meter.
And I had 180. I was the king with this penthouse. Like everyone came to my place there. It was like
Wow.
huge. Yeah.
But I think you're on a good way to make it happen again here.
I mean, it just takes more money here in the States. That's the problem.
But I mean, seeing your success after a year, I think it goes faster here to be successful.
Yeah. I mean,
If you
I don't know what you think, but some people say the American dream is dead. I don't say that. I
No,
also
no, no, no. I think we both are the best example
100%.
that
If you
American dreams still exist.
Yeah, if you work here, I mean, I did Uber Eats. You know what I mean? The worst job ever. Like doing shit, money. And now I'm in a coffee store. I mean, the big part here is connections, and people do this here way more. Networking. It comes from the States. Networking. You talk to people. You go out. People give you chances here way easier than in Germany. They have trust or not, but they say yes, let's do it. Like if you're a small business and you say I do websites, people actually book you when you talk to them. That does never happen in Germany. You have to have proof. This is like you always fake. Oh yeah, I have 20 employees. I made this and that. Like you have to have real company. If I come as a private person, say, hey, I can help you with the podcast, and you're like, nah, you're not a business. I'm good. But here they support you.
Yeah.
But also the people. I don't know if it's the same tendency, but every success I had with the people I met who are not close friends, but I know them, and they ask, what are you doing now, or what happened, or when you see them, it's always, that's great, how did you do it, boy, that's amazing, I'm happy for you. Let me come by. They come by the coffee. Let me. I like it's on the house. No, no, they give me $20 here. I want to support the business. Nothing like that in Germany, bro. No, it's so far away from that. Yeah,
No,
like
you
it's
never.
very,
If they are jealous and they talk bad about you, and they don't share your success.
oh yes. If you have a Porsche next day in Germany for no reason, they're like, oh, he made something illegal. That's what they're gonna talk about. Like, he made something illegal. Yeah, 100%. I had a funny story when I started my first shift at a gym. No one knew me. I opened at 5 in the morning, and a guy walked in. Now, a good friend of mine, Mike Ryan's a big bodybuilder. He's like the first trainer of Dwayne Rock Johnson back in the days, Danny Kravitz. He introduced me to a lot of stars. And he had like so short shorts on for his workout. And I
So
just
hot
said, oh,
hot
I like those.
pants, hot pants
Yes.
shorts.
And I like those shorts. They're really cool. And I thought, thank you, bro. The next morning, he comes in and gives me a bag with 6 different pairs of short shorts. I was like, that's for you, bro. I'm like, what do you mean? I almost cried. I was like, what do you mean that's for me? Like, you like them. I have some at home. He didn't know me. He saw me one time. I was like, what? Like, I was like, that's crazy. Like that, and then we became close. Like, I was like, that's crazy, man. Yeah.
Yeah, in Germany, they would told you where they bought it, and if you want some, buy it yourself.
Yeah, or even he was filming a Christmas thing for with Dwayne Rock Johnson last year. And I was like, oh, the hoodie is really cool. Again, I didn't think about it. Next week, I was like, I asked Dwayne. He sent me a hoodie. Here, it's double XL. And I was like, that's crazy. Thank you so much. All the time. Yeah.
That is the American culture here.
Yes. Yeah.
That is that's
But also
that's
makes
what
you
America makes America.
it also makes you personally growing, like I mean, I questioned myself a lot of things and changed a lot of being of service and being more kind, and because we still had this German rudeness sometimes in me, I still have it. So like I really reconsider sometimes, oh, that was not nice, or like you should help this person more, like, or it changes you too, which I really love about the whole part living here as well.
It makes you feel more appreciated if someone
That's
gives you something without knowing what.
That's the word you said also. None of me make fun all the time, like because you say appreciate you all the time. Imagine you would say this in Germany, they would think you're dumb. It's like, hey, I'm really. How do you say in Germany?
What is
It's nice.
appreciation in German?
Uh, I'm grateful for you, kind of a German, right? Like if you would say a person after a sentence, oh, I'm really happy that I know you. It's like everyone like, what do you mean? Like you would never say that because it's actually you use this word so often, but it's such a nice English word, such a deep meaning. Actually, to say I appreciate you doing a podcast with me.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
I
really
I
nice
I
way of
love I
saying.
love it. It's one of the best words.
Yes, yeah, and it just comes out so easy. I love this word, but you cannot really translate it into German because it wouldn't make sense to say this in German. Ja, ich bin dankbar. Ich bin dankbar dafür.
Probably we don't have a translation for it because we don't have a use for that word.
But then you have the other words. There's German words I love and miss you, and when you talk and you get in the habit of talking and you want to build your sentence, and then you fall into a gap because like, wait a minute, this word is like Feierabend. I love Feierabend. It's such a nice way of saying I'm done working, I'm leaving.
The
It doesn't
party
exist.
party
Not
even.
even yet, but you wouldn't say that. Or Mahlzeit. When I was in the office back then, Mahlzeit has no meaning, but also doesn't really. But I like everybody says
I also have a food channel, and I say in the beginning always Mahlzeit,
Mahlzeit. Yes,
and then I say lunchtime.
lunchtime. Yeah, yeah, it's funny, right?
That's what I translated to
Yeah,
Mahlzeit and
because you
lunchtime.
just. But people ask you how do you use it? I mean, it's actually now when you ask me, it doesn't make sense this word, but you just kind of tell your coworker that you're going to have lunch now. That's the word, like that you're on break.
But the thing is, all my viewers, they say Mahlzeit now too.
Nice, that's really cool.
Mahlzeit, Mahlzeit, Mahlzeit. Even young ones when they watch me, they all their friends say Mahlzeit, Mahlzeit.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot of things which are really nice when you actually speak the language perfectly and you know how the differences. Or whenever I also say the coffee store all the time. So when you type in the register, and then whenever you're ready, so they know how to pay. And then when Germans come, I always forget what to say because I'm like, how do I how do I say this in German? Like du kannst zahlen, you can pay now. But it sounds so rude, like I don't know.
No, never. You don't say that because we wave the waiter or waitress. I mean,
That's right.
Germany, you
That's
wave, but
why we use it
we don't.
whenever you're ready. Yeah,
Yeah, we don't say that. They wave. In Germany, we
that's
wave.
true.
Hello, hello.
But that's a funny point when you point this out to compare something what is stupid in America and Germany. The German way of paying is way more efficient than the American way. I was like, why do they not understand America? Like they would save money and time. Just bring the machine, pay right away, and leave. This card going back, coming back, writing tip, going back.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on here?
No, in Germany, and you go to the table in Germany, you pay, you're out.
Done. Exactly. You're out.
Done.
That's it. Yeah.
It's easy.
Efficiency, German efficiency.
Yeah. But
That's
here it's going back and forth, back and forth.
But then, I mean, I was amazed for the right turns. I was like, why do we not have right turns in Germany? That's so much more, so much smarter.
What do you mean? Turning right on a
Turning
red?
right means right, like it's free, okay, I can
No,
do right.
that is here more efficient.
So efficient here. So it makes so
It
much
is
sense.
turning right on a red turning light signal. It's more efficient,
So good.
and it makes a lot more sense than waiting on a red light when you turn right in Germany. You wait, and why? I mean, as long as no one is coming here,
Exactly.
it's just one side you have to watch. One side here.
All the small things, the traffic lights. You know how in Germany you have to be like this when you're in front of the light?
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like it's above your head. The red light, the traffic signal light is above your
Above
head.
your head,
You
yes.
get a cramp. You get a cramp in your
When you,
neck.
yeah, when you fall too far away, like,
Yeah, you get
yeah,
a cramp
I can't see it.
in
Yeah.
your neck from watching the light turning green.
Yeah, it's
But
funny.
here you got it on the other side. It's
It
more
makes
efficient and more relaxing for your
Yeah,
neck.
it's crazy those small differences here, but it's still funny and it's still lovely and it's cool to have a business. And also, I mean, I don't know how was it your life, but I mean, I moved out with 16. I created my career by myself and worked my ass off.
I moved. I had my first apartment at age 15.
There you go. Same story. And then I lost everything with 26. And I never had no money because I made money fast when I was 16. Our training, my Ausbildung back in the days was still where your boss screamed at you and said, get the fuck to work. I worked sometimes 15 hours in my office job in my training. And then I lost everything, came to a different country, kind of going through it, what I never experienced. This is like something you experience when you're actually 20. But I had a career so fast. And now it seems like it's getting up again, and it's a cool thing I love about the States too, because I'm not really scared anymore of even if it doesn't work out, because I know how to handle the down. I'm like, okay, I'm good, I know what is going on now. And the bankruptcy here is also different, because if you're bankrupt, you kind of sign I'm bankrupt, and then you're good. You can have a job again. You don't have to give money to someone. That's the crazy part with your business. It's different in Germany. I was bankrupt after losing
In
everything.
Germany, you have to pay off your bankruptcy.
That took me a while to understand. Why are people here five? How do they do be 5 times bankrupt? They don't have to pay. They can just make their new business right away. And then I found out about a Portuguese friend too. It's the same there. Like, oh, I thought everywhere is like Germany, where they like fuck you up for 5 years. Like if we take.
The only thing is your credibility
Oh yes, it's
is
going.
is
Away.
is
Yeah, yeah.
is down. Is no one will give you anything.
That's but yes, but at least you can, when you like a person who, and I feel the same with you, who's going to do something, who wants to achieve something, and you have a new idea, no one is holding you up. And if you make money with this new idea, you're good. It was your idea, you did it again. And that's the cool part.
The thing is, I think Germans, they have it a little bit easier to be successful here in the States because of how can I say it? Of the rough time they have in Germany
Mm,
to work for such little money they have. I mean, the 60% what they earn goes to the government.
yeah,
So Germans work they butt off for almost nothing. When you come here to the States as a German, you still have the mentality to work your butt off. But in the end, instead of having 40% of the income, you have 70% of your
yeah.
income here.
I
You
mean,
have
you
a lot more. Then you see, wait a minute, I work the same as I worked in Germany, but here I have almost twice as much money left than in Germany. And you
yeah,
keep doing what you did in Germany work wise.
yeah.
And you keep working your butt off. That makes you more successful than for someone who grew up here, who doesn't know, who can, who has not the comparison between another country. For example, Germany. We can compare.
Oh
Living
yes,
in Germany can
yeah,
compare living here. And when we reflect everything from Germany to the United States, that's why I think personally that German can be more successful here. And you see it a lot with Germans.
they can. I agree totally with you. Yeah, but there's also those Germans, but you figure them out really fast when they come here and they have those expectations. Like, I don't know, I did this job and I want the same job and blah blah blah, and they realize really fast that no one is waiting for them here at the beginning. Like, you're gonna be back soon, bro. If you don't want to clean toilets, if you have to, book your flight back home right now. You know, like,
Yes, no one is. That is very true. No one says, "Oh, you are that German.
yes,
Yeah,
finally.
man, I give you right here, up management position." No one
Yes,
gives a crap. No one gives a crap who you
whatever
are,
you
where you're
do,
from
benefits
here.
of Germany, they take it and throw it away. It's like, nice.
Yeah, but when it will change when you prove that you're
Exactly.
worth it. When you prove, hey, I am the German,
Yes, I am.
and I
Yes.
prove it to you,
Yeah.
that will change. Then all of a sudden, people want more of you.
Yeah. I mean, I had the thing where I told myself right away, but I think I was always like this. I grew up really weird, rich and poor. Like, I had a rich side and a poor side, so I know both sides. I had to bring money home sometimes for my mom at some point too, you know. But the other side, there was always money. So I never had a problem. Like, if someone would have told me, hey, you can have this weekend and you get $200 at the beginning, but you gotta clean those toilets on the boardwalk, I would have, okay, let's do it. Like, there would be no hesitation. I'm like, yeah, $200 is $200. I'm down, you know. Like, I'm gonna do it. And that's how I got the most jobs at the beginning. It's like, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. And the German thing, I mean, I did so many jobs in my life now at this point. I was like, there's always some experience I have in anything, in everything, you know. Growing up with my dad, who was also in construction, helped a lot. You know some shit there too. You're not like someone who doesn't know anything about it, you know. It always helps. That office, business, sales, like there's so many things which helped.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that's an advantage of someone who grew up in another country. They're more eager to be successful than someone
Oh,
who
yeah.
grew up here.
Do they have the saying all the time that we made this joke when they say, you know, some people in Germany, yeah, but those foreigners will take our jobs. And I always have with my friends like, if this foreigner who didn't speak your language is gonna take your job, I'm gonna support him. You know, like I'll be like, because then, you didn't deserve this job. Like,
They
support
don't
him.
take anyone's job because no one else would do the job they do.
Exactly. I was like, what are you
No
talking
one.
about? Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I hope he's taking your job because then it seems like you're pretty bad at your job, you know?
Yeah. I mean they did a test once with where they try to hire a watermelon picker.
Uh-huh.
Normally his Hispanic people only pick watermelon, and
Yeah.
they pick like, I mean, they pick it like crazy. They
Yeah.
pick it no back pain, and they did test with American workers. They didn't last very long.
Yeah, I believe that.
So no one is taking away your job here.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
maybe,
you wouldn't survive on a watermelon field.
wow, just thinking about this, those jobs are crazier, some of those jobs, really. They really crazy. and they all live hard here. Like in my apartment, I have 4 apartments here. They're all Mexicans families, my neighbors who live here since 20, 30 years in this building, and it's I'm happy to see them having their nice car, but still in the same apartment with their 3 kids and everything. They work their ass off, like they and I know those parents work their fucking ass off to be in here. Like there was, like we said, there was no hesitation about cleaning. Yes. So how many hours? 20. I do it.
And there's another proof that the American dream still exists.
Yeah.
So if someone is telling me American dream doesn't exist anymore, yes, it does.
And I think it's a German jealousy. It's just German people who say that. Just come here, work your ass off, and you will have another career, even though you were 40. I was 30. And we
I was
still,
over 40. I was over
oh,
40.
you see, like there is no time when like, oh, I have to be 20. No, like if you're confident and you're open to do whatever it takes, I think you still can have a life here. I mean, don't move to LA if you don't. If you know, that's maybe hard.
I can afford live. I can afford to live very, 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 very good here in Tennessee. Very good.
I mean, the life is just different too. That's for me a big thing. I like. I feel like I have friends here, for instance, who came with a job like Porsche, Mercedes Benz, so easy life. When you have this opportunity, the best that can happen to you. Because they have paid apartment, getting good money right away, paid for the move for car. They're like, I'm settled. But all of them speak worse English than me and don't have the connections I have here, and they've been here longer than me. Because I think it happens to Mexicans, Germans, Greece people, Turkish people, Germany. They stay in their circle and like, yeah, this is my German friends. I drink. They go drinking beer every night and go to this German restaurant here in LA. And I was like, why did you move to the States? I don't like it.
If
Like,
you if you if
yeah,
you keep the environment the same
yeah,
as in German,
you
as in
should stay
Germany.
and drink beer every day with your German friends that speak German. Like, I sometimes don't understand. Like, it's like that I could not do. I mean, what they want to do, but their English is sometimes when we meet people like, oh, you've been here long, huh? And when did you come? So they ask my friend, and they're like, oh no, I've been here for 10 years. Like, what? Like, yeah. It's funny because I think it's also this mindset you have to change. I'm really into it. I go to the SoFi Stadium, watch football. Like, I'm Americanized. I love everything about that.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Yeah,
I'm totally Americanized, totally, and I think it's the love for the country and the people here that makes
yeah.
a difference. The love for this country and the people that makes you think differently and
Always.
adapt differently than the
And I
rich
always
people.
want
You're
actually. I always hear good stuff about Tennessee. That was always one of my goals too, to visit Tennessee.
really.
Yeah, like every time, like this is like high up on my bucket list because I want to see the states more. Is Tennessee, New Orleans, like New York. I haven't been to New York, but those are like the. I'm pretty sure like Nashville will be one of the first things I'll do next to just see Nashville again.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, Nashville here, the tourist mile here. It's like what is it? Uh, is it the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's like it's like called here Broadway. It's actually
yeah,
Broadway downtown, and it's just for tourists.
yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna do it for sure too. But
more than more than 2 million tourists a year going downtown
wow,
Nashville.
yeah,
And
that's crazy.
and when we have direct flights to from Nashville to Germany and all other European countries, there will be even more tourists here.
Oh
So
yes.
I haven't been in, I don't know, maybe 10 years, not been in downtown.
Yeah, but that's funny. You said this because I always have this thing too when friends visit me. New friends. I mean, with new, they haven't been here. Then I'm kind of excited, but the second thought is like, fuck. I know exactly what I have to do now. I have to go to the Walk of Fame, Observatory, Monica Pier. And I'm at this point now because I've been here longer. I'm like, guys, I just let you know, I'm really happy you're here. Here's my car key because I tell you, I don't want, I like, you're going to be disappointed and I don't want to do it anymore. I did it 20th time. And now they're like, okay, have a day and do all that stuff.
But when someone is coming for the first time, I mean, they have to see everything. Like you
course.
going to Nashville, you have to see it once, and then you say,
Yeah,
"Yeah, it was nice, but it was nice, but I don't have to have it a second time."
yeah, yeah. And also, when they ask you how often do you go to the Santa Monica Pier, I'm like, just when somebody from Germany comes, like you don't go there. Like, yeah, that's not a thing. Yeah, it looks cool and far away from my cafe. I see it when it's night. That's nice, but that's what I want to see. There's the sunset. There's the pier. Cool, you know.
It's good for taking pictures.
Yes. I mean, the sunsets are, when they're always sad like this, they're beautiful. It's crazy. Like, I cannot have enough when I'm here 5 years. So I sometimes, if I have time, I just go to the beach again to watch the sunset. That's a real thing. You just go watch the sunset, sit there, enjoy the quiet, like it's just insane how beautiful the sunsets are in Venice because it always goes down the beach, like under the ocean, and in winter behind the hills in Monica, so it's like really nice to watch it.
Oh, I can't imagine that. I mean, I visited, I think in the 90s, 1990s, I visited Los Angeles once,
Yeah.
and I still remember I liked it, Los
Oh yeah.
Angeles.
I
But
mean,
it's
people who shit on that, I don't believe that. Like, yeah, fuck LA. It's like I had this.
no.
I made this German TV show and put it on YouTube now, like 3 weeks ago on
Yeah,
RTL.
that's why I accidentally it popped up on my home
Yes.
YouTube home
Have you
home
seen the
home feed
comments?
page.
Have you seen the comments?
No.
That just go later. That mirrors the jealousy of Germans. If you go to a video I did with American TV, positive, cool things, the whole comment section is like, there's other people too who did this in this show. Like, look at this piece of shit. She looks like shit. He can't talk. Julian is delusional. Like, just Germans go down. It's like that literally. And then you have some Germans like, because I say in this documentary at one point, yeah, I don't like the jealousy about Germans, and they're like, that's literally what he said. Can you guys be nice? I'm happy for them, but I'm happy for them is 5 comments out of 200. Yeah, so like the rest is just like bullshitting on
German
Hollywood.
jealousy. Yeah.
Yes, there's like NLA
Exactly. But
shitty,
it
the States is shitty. Like, I was like, that's so German. Even taking the time to make a comment and then I never comment, like, and then being an asshole. I was like, what are you
yeah.
doing your whole day? Like,
I mean, I think there are it's because out of depression they put comments in like that because they are so depressed, and
that maybe makes
it
sense.
reflects it reflects their life, and I have to leave that comment, a bad comment, because he made it and I'm still here, and that's why they leave the comments, I think.
I comment
Because
on a lot because I was in a fun mood and just gave shit back, or like commented with sarcasm. It's like
you watched the documentation again, or about
um,
you
I
and
popped up on my YouTube. I didn't know it's gonna be on YouTube. It also popped up when I opened YouTube. I was like, oh, that's the docu I saw on TV.
it's
So
it's
because they
weird.
always,
YouTube is just weird, isn't it?
yeah, it's really
It's
popped up. But they always do it. I did a lot of German TV shows, like small shows or other things there. And they always, also for RTL, like they did this docu, it came out a few months ago. Then I know because friends reach out to me or other new people and say, hey, saw you on TV. And then they usually put it on a breakfast TV show again a few months later. So again, it's like, hey, I saw you on TV. It's like, what show? And it's this one again. And then they use it for tough real quick again to a small clip, and then they put it on YouTube. So this comes like 3, 4 times the same thing over a year usually. So you always have someone reaching out again a lot, yeah.
it's I mean, if it draws some German tourists to your cafe, it's nice.
Well, I saw one
It's
comment. You're like, I've been to his place, lovely, and I loved it. Like, nice German
really
person.
it's
Yeah.
it's it's free advertisement.
Yes, everything. Yes. I also know Nando knows it too. I say, even when it's bad, Nando, it doesn't matter because
No,
it's out there. People
it's
talk about it. Yeah.
you get yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You get your name out there.
100%. And when they shit on you, it's even better. Like, I do some content with a friend, like for TikTok, Instagram, and often we on purpose put something in there which doesn't make sense. Like, I know we did a kitchen video. and then I was just in an apron without a shirt, working in the kitchen. So of course, no one without a shirt. And guess what got the most comments on his video? Hey, he said he cannot have no shirt in the kitchen. That's illegal. Hey, why is that like it's done? It works like that. You just put something on purpose where you know. Or we did a video with In and Out. So In and Out LA doesn't deliver. And mostly California people know this because their thing is you want it fresh to the customer. We don't do Uber Eats, DoorDash. And a friend from Tennessee actually came and filmed with us. It's like it was like a video about being the first time in California and having In and Out. And he says, "Yeah, I know. I would have loved to get some In and Out delivered." And I told him, and you know, you can't deliver it. Oh, that's perfect. Then we leave it in there. There was the most comments. All the LA people. That's bullshit. You can't. You know, everyone knows you cannot deliver In and Out. I was like, it's crazy how this works. The mind of those people who want to put hate comments out there. You know, like this is the only thing they looked in the video. Like that's not true. Doesn't work. I know that. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That brings me to what I always ask my guests on my podcast is, do you ever think about where you or thought about where you would be today if you wouldn't have made it in
Boah.
the States? Let's say if they wouldn't have hired you in the gym and you would never been able to open the cafe with Nando, and open a second cafe.
I think that the turning point is if I would have not have moved to the States, you know, because I cannot even imagine. I don't know. Maybe I would be just drinking, having a stupid job I hate, doing something else, making good money, and having the German drink culture. I was a big drinker, big partier, like my whole life, you know, which changed a lot in LA because things are different here. So being sober is cool, you know, being healthy is cool. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe I would have fell in love at some point in Germany. Like, I don't really see doing something crazy cool in Germany. Like, really, because thinking back of being in Germany, I still just had this mindset. I was like, okay, I need to find another good job. I want to have a lot of money again. I want to have a girlfriend. I want to have a wife. That was my plan, you know. So I feel like I would have gone this way, being really depressed at some point. Um, Hating everything again, maybe losing everything. I think it would be like this circle in Germany where like fuck, I don't like what I have, even though I have two Porsches now, I still hate my life. You know, I think like I wouldn't be happy. I think there was like, oh, if you want to say God's plan, I was lucky enough that I was brave enough without connections or money to say fuck it, I just go. You know, I just do it. And I'm the one who like I need my friends in my life every day. I'm the most attached person. I was never the one who's like, if you would ask me you want to travel alone, I would have said, "Are you crazy? Why would I travel alone? I would hate my life, you know." And then I moved alone to another state. So I don't see anything good coming out if I think where would I be if I didn't make this move? Like not at all. I don't think I would be. That was not meant for me, you know. I think it was meant for me to break down and go to another country, to be honest. And I still don't gonna pull me in here, you know.
It was always your path. I mean, it's like me. I always felt drawn to the States.
Hmm.
Always. It's like it was like a magnetic field drew me to the States my whole life.
Yeah, I mean, what you have is the same. I mean, I'm coming from being American. It was not a big part in my household, to be honest. Not at all. I was just American, but no one really cared. But I had like a little pride because my grandma so had American flag, and that's when I started young. I loved America. I said I'm American, and even when people made fun about me when I was young, you know, like I watched movies and when I saw high school and football players, and I was really good in sports. I was like, why can I not be there? I would be. I'm already good in Germany. I was at the youth Olympics and shit like this. You know, I would have made so much more. So there's like a healthy jealousness I still have. Oh, I missed this. I could have been here with
Yeah,
15,
this
16. You know, like.
The high school or the school system here, the high school, what I mean, they had a lot of fun. In my imagination, it was must have been a lot of fun to be in a high school. They did so
Yeah,
many things in high school compared to German schools. It was
they support it way more. You tell me.
boring.
Yeah. But also, I don't know why, but I always had this dream which doesn't really fit to me right now because I'm a really restless person. But I always had this picture of like a nice American house with like a kid and a wife, you know. And I still have this since years, and it always popped up for no reason, like even when I had a girlfriend. So I don't know if it's like a sign or just make this up in my mind, but it's still something there which points me in this direction, you know. And it's always America, I would say. This picture is in America, not somewhere else.
So Julian, thank you very much being on my podcast, and I hope you open a lot more cafes and be really good successful.
I appreciate it, and I hope
Thank
we're gonna
you.
open one in Nashville so I'm closer and we can
Okay.
meet there in person at one point, you know?
Yes, yes, do.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.